Welcome back to the Win Element Show. In this video, we are going to talk about learning equity, and we're going to tackle one of the most difficult and time-consuming tasks or responsibility for any teacher at any grade level, and that is grading. Now, grading consists of multiple steps. First of all, you have to collect student work. First, you have to assign student work, collect them, and then grade them, and then input in the grade book, and then pass them back. Now, that is a lot of work. Now, you think about it. At the elementary level, you might not have to do a lot of grading, but at the middle school and the high school level, and you take that time by 165 students a day, and that add up to hundreds, if not thousands of hours every single years dedicated to grading. Assume that you actually grade student work. So in this video, we are going to tackle that biggest problem and how can we eliminate the process of input grading, and how we make grading centralized and streamlined in real time. And throughout this podcast, you will see how we can streamline the process of grading and create online activity that make learning more engaging and more meaningful, in addition to save teacher a lot of time, but also motivate your student to actually put their best effort because they can see the feedback and their grade changes in real time. So that's the logistic of how we're gonna redefine grading and turn grading as a tool for motivation. Okay, now in this video, we are going to show you how to create an announcement using a label to tell all of our parents and all of our students who are in our class that we have redefined the grading, because before we do anything, we need to be transparent with our students how grading is done in our class and how we support learning equity. And what we have here is we are going to create a quick announcement, and it's going to be all the way up here, and tell the student how grading, all the grades are done on Slido.com, and then on the district website, you just have one single assignment that it is says current grade, and basically that current grade is out of 100%, which is the percentage that you get from Slido.com. The cool thing about this is how it truly provides learning equity is that it allows students to make up work for the whole entire semester. Throughout the entire semester. That would never be possible before if you're using traditional grading method where you had to manually input a lot of things. It's impossible. That's the reason why a lot of teachers don't collect late work or don't want to deal with late work, because it takes a lot of time. It's not because of learning equity or because it's fairness or because it's ready for college. Yes, it's ready for college. Remember, kids are still kids. They're not college students. So to say that I have to treat you like a college student when you are in middle school, that doesn't seem to be fair and logical, isn't it? It's like you're asking a toddler or an infant, I'm going to treat you like a teenager because you are going to become a teenager one day. It doesn't make sense. So we have to provide the opportunity, and that's the key part about learning equity, provide learning opportunity or redemption opportunity for all students, rather than have specific date that nope, you are done. You will pass this day, you cannot turn in. Make this school seem to be robotic and is unfriendly for students. Our goal is to educate students, not to turn them to robot, follow a specific due date. There are sometimes some students will have that difficult personal problem that they just need to turn their work late. And if they can tell you why they have to turn their work late and they have a valid reason, the task as a teacher, of course, you have to grade them, but the most important part is how do we grade them easily. If you're doing paper and pencil still, that takes a lot of work, and most likely you would say no. But if we simplify the task and make it easy for you, more likely you will say yes. And that's what happened in our class. A lot of our students are comfortable to telling us their personal struggle, and click, we are done supporting them. That's all. That's how quick we can provide support and make the supporting process a lot more fun rather than just a burden on our tasks or on our teaching tasks. Okay, so let's get started and how we can create this announcement. So turn editing on, and I'm gonna create in the generals section. Okay, so that way the student and the parents or anybody looking at it boom, right there in their face, say, yes, this teacher, or at least we, care about your student progress and their learning outcome as well as their success in our class. So I'm going to click on add activity or resource and click on resource and label. There you go. And I already have this written out already. In our district, we use a system called Q. And basically, to sum it up, to provide learning equity for all students, we use this website to maintain a comprehensive gradebook. That means every single detail, how much effort they spend on. That means how much time they spend on a question, what are their responses to specific question, what time they submitted, what are their submission and their grade, and what percentage they get. Everything is recorded to the very tiny detail. And your grade on Q only show the current percentage from this website. So again, we want to streamline the whole entire process. And if your district want to copy it, you can just export the whole entire thing and give to them at the end. It's easy. 1, 2, 3, boom, done. This allows students to improve their grade throughout the entire course, throughout the entire semester, and to see the immediate improvement in real time, okay? And now to accommodate any error and to be fair, we also add extra point or add it to every unit to balance out. Now, a lot of time we assign homework, not us, but a lot of teachers who are still using traditional teaching method with paper and pencil, they don't even grade most of the student work. So that teachers spend a lot of their time grading student work during the instructional time, or they don't grade student work at all. And if the grading is like the heart of learning, what do you think will happen to student learning outcome? The website with the activity we create on Sleedo is auto-graded and provides student instant feedback. A student can retry to get partial credit or full credit depending on how you set up, okay? So that's the beauty behind it. We can have that control with just a few clicks, and we can make that accommodation in real time. So that is our little description, okay? And we are going to click on save and return to course. And as you can see there, right there, all the students see that we care for them. We care about their success. We care about their learning. And that is how we use Label to make a quick announcement and tell our student and their parents and other staff at our school who are working with the student to show them how we care about the student learning outcome and provide support for all students. And that concludes our episode. And as always, thank you for watching this video. And if you like our strategy or you like to learn more about Sleedo.com and Save Pouch, go to winelement.com. And of course, click on subscribe and that notification bell to get our next episodes when we have it for you. And we see you next time on another episode.